I thought to myself. He's right. I am out. It's over. I've finally been released. No handcuffs, no shackles. Freedom. You're right, man. I am a free man, I replied, and we both started laughing. The first time I could remember laughing since this living nightmare started 4 years earlier. Somehow I had lived through it all, and it was finally over. The feeling I had upon realizing I was free is hard to describe. It was surreal, mainly because I knew I wasn't a criminal and never once considered myself one, even when locked up. Don't get me wrong, I was definitely relieved. I mean, who wouldn't be happy to be free after spending the last 2 years of his life in a fucking cage? I was locked up 24 hours a day, every day, in a prison cell 6 by 8 feet in size, with steel walls and one solid door that locks from the outside. My cell was equipped with a steel bed that held what passed for a mattress. In actuality, it was more like a gymnasium floor mat. I had a one-piece sink/toilet constructed of what appeared to be welded stainless steel. Let's just say it was a long way from the robes and room service I was used to at the Ritz-Carlton. If you're listening to this, the question you must be asking yourself, and one I certainly asked myself, is, how did I get here? Trust me, I had a lot of time to figure that out when I was locked up. For now, I'll just say, I made some mistakes. Some I am not proud of, and others I had no control over. But did I ever commit a crime that justified the United States of America taking away my freedom and locking me up with murderers for 2 years? Did I deserve to spend 3 years on probation? Was it fair that I had to pay $200,000 in restitution to the same people who I believe stole millions and millions of dollars from me? After you hear all the facts in the chapters ahead, I will let you determine what you believe was fair and just. When I arrived in prison, the cold, hard reality set in. I realized that bitching about what I deserved was irrelevant. I quickly understood I had 2 choices. I could sit around and pout and blame everyone else for what happened, or I could learn from it so it would never happen again. With that said, I was determined not to be crippled by negativity. I had to take on a whole different mindset. It was almost like I needed to check out of the lifestyle I had grown accustomed to and do what was necessary to survive. I always have had the ability to not dwell on the past, to live my life going forward. That's why some say I was a good baseball player. Meaning, in baseball, even if you are one of the best players in the league, you will still fail 7 out of 10 times as a hitter. If a player in the major leagues can hit .300, a team will pay him $20 million a year. Playing baseball at the highest level is all about damage control. As a player, you already know you're going to fail 70% of the time, and that's if you are one of the elite players. The reality is, at the end of the day, a player who has the ability to stay positive and not let the game get to him has a much better chance to make it to the big leagues and then stay in the big leagues. Billy Beane, the celebrated general manager of the Oakland A's, who was my roommate and good friend while we were both in the minor leagues, explained it best in Michael Lewis's best-selling book, Moneyball. He realized that what made me successful at playing the game of baseball was my ability to instantly forget any failure and draw strength from every success. After playing and watching me day in and day out, Billy came to believe that I had no concept of failure. It was this mindset that helped me make it to the major leagues, and I knew that if I was going to make it out of prison, I would need to apply the same thinking to get me through 2 years.